Check that link I just sent to you and see if...
I'm trying to get my charger to work. Can you send me a link?
Yeah, I did. We're actually live. You know this one, please. Oh, I got it.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm logging in. I'm logging in.
Okay, what? What you want me to do? Yes, it's live. That's why I just told you. Hey, everybody. Just trying to get a few more people on who wants to join, and then we're going to get started. Oh, I forgot to see if you can turn that lamp on. Forgot to get the other lamp. Right by your foot.
Hangout app to join from the phone.
Hmm?
Just tell me I need the Hangout app to join from my phone. I'm on my charge from this thing, so I'll put it back to the wall.
Sit over here with me, honey.
Let's get it.
Hope I don't have food in my teeth.
No, you don't.
Hey, baby. I think we're going to go ahead and get started.
I would.
So, welcome, guys. For those of you who are live, look, we got 4 viewers. Okay. I know most of you guys will probably see it a little bit later, and that's cool. That's the beautiful thing about the YouTube live is you can either watch it live or you can watch it later. Mm-hmm. So today we're here to talk about why did we decide to start investing in cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Questra, AGAM, etc. So this is my husband here, and he's going to give a brief introduction of himself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll hop into the question. But for now, just introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, and yeah.
Bobby Terry Jr., investor, risk taker, or whatever the sort, her husband.
Yes.
I got into it because
where you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We moved to Greenville. I got deep into the cryptos, the real estate, everything, and left my job of 17 and a half years.
Woot woot.
Not because I was rich with money, but with knowledge that I can apply and join these opportunities to, again, just pay the bills, not trying to get money to floss, just get my time, and with my time, pay my bills. And I don't want to work them 12 hours no more. I just don't want to do that. And I think with everything that's going in front of us with like the cryptos and a lot of these opportunities that really compound out, that's what got me excited. The compound.
Awesome.
Joined a business with you before that compounded, which was Maps.
Yeah, and that was part of his scheme to get hooked up with me. Keep it real.
Well, they say you got to pay to play, so same thing. Anywho.
But that's a good thing, though. I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, they they sit behind their desk and they're like, man, I can't meet anybody. You know, they feel like they can't meet anybody. But you and I, we were, you know, that's one thing that we did have in common, and that we do have in common, is that we like to hustle, you know, and now we can hustle together. So during our hustle, that's how we met. That's how we met. A lot of people say, how do you meet somebody all the way in Wisconsin? Well, guys, that's how. So if you are sitting out there and you're like, man, I'm lonely, I don't have anybody, you know, if I do find somebody there, you know, not on the same page, they like to work a 9 to 5, which, you know, my husband had a 9 to 5 when I met him, but he had goals to leave. He's always had a plan to leave, or plans to leave. So, yeah, you know, if you're looking for your significant other, you might just find them online. So don't be afraid to.
Well, the key is to find your mate with a like mind. Then that's where you're going to get your longevity from, because, I mean, this go all day. She sold me stuff going to sleep, sell me stuff, and I woke up, and I'm interested in it. So that's what I'm saying is, when you with a partner that don't share the same interests as you, that's a hard deal. I mean, if you can't sell your partner what you think is a good investment, I mean, I mean, that's just a hard deal, you know.
Yep, and we're gonna get more into our story in another video, because I think you guys will really, really, you know, everybody that we share our story with are like amazed at our story. I'm amazed at it. I'm amazed at it.
No, I planned it, so I mean. You
planned it, so you know, it's no.
I ain't surprised.
Y'all see what I deal with. But anyway, so back to the topic at hand. In case you guys haven't figured it out yet, I am Falecia. And
Terry.
Falecia Terry. Yes, I am.
I'm Bobby Terry. All right, go ahead, man. Sorry about that.
A mess. We actually just recently moved here to South Carolina, and we are so happy and excited about it. Except for the hurricane, which is going to miss us this time. But anyway, guys, we are just happy to be here. You know, just like my husband said, he decided to quit his job a couple of months ago, just because he.
No, a month
ago. I don't know the exact.
We've only been living here a week.
We've only been living here a week. That's right.
So I quit my job 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 3 weeks ago. So he quit his job 3 weeks ago, guys, because he decided to step out on faith. You know, we have a few things in the pipeline, including Questra and AGAM. And with these tools that we have, he just knew that he could quit his job. You know, he was determined that he wasn't going to quit his job on a whim, or just, you know, out of just pure faith. Like, we had to have something in place for him to feel comfortable with it, because if it was up to me, he'd have been quit, we'd have been moved to the South and all of that. But that's the thing I love about him. He is a leader, and he's not gonna let me lead him astray. You know, he's not gonna let me put him into anything that's not doable, anything that he doesn't believe that will work. So I'm just excited to number one, be with my husband. And number two, that, you know, we can invest in some things that we both can agree upon. I mean, and he was going to get into the story, and I'll let him go ahead and get into that story. But he joined me in a company a little while back. I won't even, you know, disclose the name of it because it's irrelevant. You know, here we are, we're talking about.
They compound too.
They compound as well.
I'll just say that they compound too. So anything that compounds is like the insane best investment that you can get into. And like I said, I don't have, what I love about this also is I don't got all these doctor degrees and all this stuff on the wall. So it didn't take me have to go through a big old learning curve.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, Jay, how you doing?
All right, pretty good. I had the day off, so I decided to go ahead and join. I didn't even know what was going on right now.
Okay, cool. Well, we're glad to have you on, and we're gonna ask for your introduction here in a second. But he was finishing up his story, so.
I was just saying that just getting into these investments don't take this big old learning curve. I mean, at first, once you get past the first time of doing one or getting in one, it really eliminates all of the old stuff that you was doing, because all my profits was coming from working overtime, and that got sick, you know. And then, you know, you out here, you meet people that, you know, you can live a good life with, but you don't got time for them because you gotta be at work all day, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you see how simple that people that don't work living in those big houses and how they get it, it's insane. I mean, they don't work. All you gotta do is just drive through the good neighborhoods. I mean, where they got them big old houses, and I guarantee you they're not getting up in the morning going to work. They just not. They got sound investments and something. And she hustled me into enough of them that all of them paid though. So it's really not a hustle, but they've been good investments.
Exactly. So if you're watching this video right now, or you're actually watching us live, and you know you want to get started, you're like, you know, I want to be able to make some of that money. I want to be able to live that lifestyle as well, but I just don't know where to begin. I want you to go ahead and make sure that when we're done with this video, you speak with the person who brought you to this video and ask them, how can you get started with this? There's probably also going to be a link below the video that you're watching. It may be above it, it may be beside it. Click on that link because you can get more information about what we're discussing right now. But one thing I did want to elaborate on, and that's one thing that stood out to me about this man right here, is that, you know, he didn't know me from the man in the moon. You know, he didn't know who I was, but
I did.
He didn't know who I was. But you know what? He decided to step out on faith and say, you know what? No, I'm not putting in $20 inside this program. I'm not putting in $100. He could have put in any amount he wanted to. He said, I'm putting in $5,000. I'm going to sacrifice $5,000. You know why? Because I believe in this program. I believe in compounding. I believe, yes. And he just said, you know, Falecia, there's no way I can make this amount of money, just let my money sit in my bank account. So I'm investing $5,000. And he was the first person on my team to invest even $1,000. So why did you even do that though? Just can you elaborate on it? Why did you do that?
I can answer that. And that's for my fellas watching. I answered, well, because I knew it was going to come back for one. Okay. And I knew for guaranteed it's going to get your attention.
Yeah, I see the scheme.
But I mean,
I've been scammed. No, that was a good scam.
But what I want you to do though is let him finish introducing himself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jay and Miss Lolo, no, I see y'all over there. What's going on, y'all?
Not much. What's going on y'all end? I done signed in. Oh
yeah. We got this party started, and we're so glad that you guys joined us. Mr. Jay is over there all the way in Texas, in Houston, Texas. What up, Jay?
H-Town, baby. You already know. They gave me the day off today, so you know, I've been doing a little bit of Bitcoin, you know, trying to promote that.
Okay.
Other than that, not much of nothing else. I'm just head first into that.
Awesome. So I know that, you know, you're down there helping those people out, you know, with FEMA and stuff, and we're so grateful to have you. I'm sure those people down there in Texas are glad to have you too. Right. How's the weather down there? Are things kind of clearing up, or what's going on?
Actually, I'm in the downtown Houston area, and it's really not flooded. I haven't seen any water since I've been here. It's hot, I can tell you that. But other than that, I guess that must have evaporated all the water because it was gone before we even got here.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad.
Look at Lo is happy. Happy.
Huh?
You're not happy. What you so happy about?
Yeah, she over there glowing.
Yeah.
I'm happy about this Bitcoin. You know, these Bitcoin opportunities we done got our hands into. Shoot, I'm excited.
Ain't nothing
We
like
should hook the sister up.
Oh yeah.
cryptocurrency. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
My life.
Yeah, I'm excited about it though. I like the T-shirt too, BJ.
Good question, right?
Right. Excellent question.
That remind me of my post I did today. Got Bitcoin.
It's got Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I like
it's
that.
A good question.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
It is.
I might have to give me a shirt that says "Got Bitcoin" and "Got Hustle" because I like that shirt too.
I'm gonna get you and say "Got Bobby."
So, anyways, Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself to us. You know, for people who are watching and you know they haven't gotten the pleasure to quite get to know who Jay really is. Let us know where you are, where you're from, and you know your name and why did you get started with cryptocurrency and Questra, just whatever you want to discuss.
Okay. What's up, people? My name is John Samuels. I go by the handle of Crypto J or John Q. I'm actually from Marion, a little town in South Carolina called Marion. And recently I just relocated to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I met my sponsor, Miss Lorina Noble. And that's my basically that's who brought me into internet marketing and to follow up on this Bitcoin.
Nice.
So that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I've been going pretty hard up under her up under her wing. So she pretty much showing me the way. So everything that I know right now, I owe it all to her, Miss Lolo.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'll pay you later for that statement, Jay.
Girl, they ain't scripted, girl. They ain't no see that.
Right, show me your PayPal. I'll pay you later.
I got you.
Just kidding. Yeah, you've been sticking on in there for sure, and I'm excited for you. Definitely.
I'm excited to be following your lead.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
makes it nice when our action takers. What y'all over there laughing about? What I miss?
So it sounds like he getting coaching too. History repeats itself. Hey man, put that. I'm gonna tell you what you do. This is a good one too. Put that 5 in there. Watch how it work, man.
Oh,
right.
BJ off the chain. Oh,
yeah.
That's what's up though, Jay. And I can tell that your hard work is really, really paying off. I can just see the growth on your page. So
absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, we are so excited to have you on the team. And so glad you met Miss Lola because she is a super duper heck of a marketer, which you already know that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I appreciate all the love you've been showing on my posts too.
Yeah, girl. WorkSmartServices@gmail.com. We'll need that cut.
But also on another note,
okay,
we was gonna start getting the team together.
Yeah.
And also building that family environment.
Absolutely.
Which I think that's
jumping the gun.
That's big. Some people feel alone when they get in stuff.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm just saying when you don't feel alone and you got a group of people and it don't matter if you're all the way up or in the middle. You know what I mean? You got people where you socializing and you got access and you get training and
they already know we got the best team inside of AGAM and Questra. They already know.
Okay.
Yeah, but me, like I said, we met. She was hired to be an internet coach because I knew nothing about the internet like that.
He did pay me $200.
I paid for the coaching and I got good coaching. because I knew how to market good enough to where I got her attention, not as my wife. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is for the underdog, because I love the underdog, because I'm an underdog coming from the bottom. You get what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is we love the underdogs. Yes, because I work with you, you know, and will share all my experience. And that right there, I think is huge to the inexperienced. That I feel as though like I got to tell my mom, I got to tell my cousin, I already told them this. But when you tell them, hey, I had a good time and I learned a lot, that's a whole different animal right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It means a lot to me because all of y'all, I mean, Lo was an internet coach too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I must say, like, even besides all this internet stuff, and I know I got on a little bit late, so I don't know where I'm coming in at, but
just go ahead, because it's your turn anyway. You got to
It's like, I'm so glad that Falecia put me on to this particular opportunity because, you know, prior to getting started with AGAM and so forth, you know, I was in other cryptocurrency deals because number one, I mean, cryptocurrency, if you guys out there and you're taking a look at this and you're wondering, is it worth your time? It's definitely worth your time. I'm a newbie at it, brand new, pretty much. I mean, I got started in this, back in May, and knew absolutely nothing about it. Jumped in a deal. And I made some money, some decent, very good money. And it really opened my eyes to what cryptocurrency was, the power of it, the ease of exchanging it out from, you know, Bitcoin to your currency, USD, and so forth. And so it really, you know, it truthfully excited me. So when Falecia introduced me to this, it kind of took it to a whole new level because, again, I had been in other cryptocurrency deals and, yeah, I made some money. But at the same time, I bumped my head a little bit to the white meat. I'm being honest. And lost some money because, you know, I was so excited and eager because I made some money. I was just, oh my God, let me get some more cryptocurrency. Let me jump in this deal and that deal. And I found out that the industry can be brutal and you can run into some deals that's primarily only out to take your money, to take your Bitcoin and run off with it. You know, because everybody sees how valuable Bitcoin is. So to be introduced to a platform which allows people to earn passively without team building, number one, is phenomenal. This company that she's introduced me to, you know, it's long-standing, been in business since 2009. I couldn't believe that. Like most of these deals are a few months old, you know, some of them a year. You know, you're lucky if you run into one that's been going for a year. So to see that this one had been going since 2009, they're opening up physical offices, you know, they have physical real events inside. There's faces to it, and you don't have to recruit. It was just amazing for me. Right. And the icing on the cake with the deal was that the packages were they had something for everybody, for the little guy to the mid-grade guy to the big guy that got some real paper to invest, you know. So I thought that this company was very, very attractive. And guys, I jumped in with this company and I tested the waters initially. You know, I was like, okay, let me see if it does what it says it does, you know. And I started off with a smaller package. And I was elated to see on Friday I got paid, you know. And it was so simple. The whole concept was so simple that it made it very easily for me to make even more money because, let's face it, we all know people who aren't the strongest at team building. You know, I'm going to be honest. I've been at this since 2010, July 2010, I got in the game. And it took some years for me to acquire skill of team building. And everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have the time, the know-how, the ability, the pocket to endure, the patience to learn that stuff. But that doesn't negate the fact that they really want to make some money and they deserve to make money outside of their regular 9 to 5. Everybody deserves to have another income stream. Everybody does, you know, that works for you outside of your physical labor and work. So to get involved with a company that really paid me on Friday, like they said, which actually paid me commissions off of simply introducing it to others. Guys, I've been able to not only, you know, earn weekly, but I've been able to purchase bigger packages off of the earnings that they gave me simply because I didn't decide to share. You know, I decided to share it with other people because I know the struggle. I know that Bitcoin is real. I know that cryptocurrency is real. I know that there are real reputable companies out there that you can get involved in and really win. And so when Falecia brought this to me, and I did my homework, guys, I was totally blown away with it. So, and she is the queen of finding great deals, you know, because she's one of those people that actually care, you know, and that makes a difference. A lot of people are out here to sell you stuff to make money, but there's a small percentage of those people who actually do care about you and care that your money's going in the right place. So to find this, I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm elated to add this onto my portfolio because I know that it would truly help other people get in this cryptocurrency world and be able to earn some great income on simply autopilot. So guys, I'm gonna tell you, get started right away, you know, get your package, you know, guys. Getting a starter package of a white package, I mean, simply that's no more than going out to dinner, date night. You know what I mean? You can go out date night and spend more. You and your spouse, or you and your girl, or husband, or boyfriend or girlfriend can go out and have date night and spend more than you would with a white package. You know what I mean? So, guys, I would say, you know, get in the game, maybe do some Netflix on date night, you know, cook a DiGiorno pizza, and instead get you a white package instead of going out and spending that money out there. Invest in yourself. That's what I would say. So I had to say that, but thank you, Falecia, for putting me on to this. I'm excited about it. I really am.
Absolutely. And you know, before, I mean, you guys know now, I mean, Lorina and I, we're really great friends, but we did meet online, you know.
Yes.
So we communicated.
My charger.
Yeah, and we were like, you know what? We ain't doing no more MLM. I'm just tired of getting involved in these programs. And next week they're down, or they never launch, they never come up off the ground. Like, I'm sick of this crap. You know, we just had decided, like, we're just not doing it anymore. And then my sponsor, Jeff, brought it to me. And he was like, Falecia, you have got to take a look at this. You have got to take a look at this. And I was like, man, I ain't got time for that. And he hit me up. He hit me up again like a week later. He was like, Falecia, did you even look at it? I was like, nah. He said, I know you didn't look at it because you're not in yet. He was like, you gotta look at the video. So I was like, you know what? Because he was like, it's just like that program you put me into, you know, a few years ago. And I was like, what? Like that program? No. So I was like, okay, now I gotta look at it. And when I looked at it, lo and behold, I'm in there with 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? It was, yeah, all in. I showed it to my husband and I was like, look at this. He was like, this is just like maps, because I didn't want to tell him anything about it. I want him to just look at it and see it for himself. Because, you know, I'm bad about getting into some stuff, you know, and just going for it because I believe in it. But now that I'm married, I have to show it to him first. And so I let him look at it. He's like, shoot, we got to get in this. You know, we got to get in it. Why we're not in it already? You know? And so we had to join it because we knew that there, just like Lorina was saying, there's some people out there who they would love to know how to recruit. You know, they would love to be able to bring people on their team so that they can make a profit from them. But they can't. You know, and then a lot of them, they get involved in these businesses. They pay all this money. They don't make any money. And what do? They call it a scam. Right. But it's not a scam because you knew exactly what you had to do before you got started. You know, so that's the beautiful thing about Questra and AGAM is that you don't have to recruit. Like Lorina said, she hadn't even recruited anybody. She got paid that Friday.
But one of the biggest mistakes, even I used to make that mistake, is you join these things and you run in the corner trying to do it the way you think is going to be better. But then you not looking at the fact that you signed with people that got experience and you go way over to the other side. That's usually when those results that didn't work get the bad review because you tried to make the well-rounder. But I'm blessed to be able to go to Experience, which is now my wife, and everything I have done that worked with this is what she told me I needed to do, and I didn't do nothing else. And that right there is why I can quit a job after 17 years, because of income coming from somewhere else that I made an investment, not time. But the money I put in there was from working overtime and all that stuff. So the money I work hard for is in there. But like I'm saying, I ain't never had that many people up under me before ever.
So just to put things in perspective, because a lot of people still, even after watching this, they're like, no way you can make money just by putting your money in. You're just going to make money every Friday. Yes, you do, guys, you know, with zero recruiting. So I want to ask you, you know, when you got involved in that company, pretty much the same thing, we're compounding. You know, with this company, you'll make 4 to 7%, anywhere from 4 to 7% interest on your investment. So again, how much did you put into that other company that I invited you to a few years ago?
5,000.
You started with 5,000.
But what I would do.
No, I'm not asking you that right now. I'm asking you, how much did you put in?
5,000, but everybody don't know what compounded means.
And so when you got ready to cash out completely, how much would you say on top of the 5,000 that you made?
2,800.
2,800. How many people did you recruit?
None.
Zero people.
Zero. Oh, well, there was a lot of people there, but I didn't make no money off them. I made money 100% off my investment.
Right. None of the people that you brought in put money in. That's what I'm asking.
I was salty that I took the money out.
Right. And the reason why he and we both took our money out, in fact, my whole team, because again, like Lorina said, I do care about my team. And the company, they started making some changes, you know what I'm saying? And I just got scared. And the last thing I want to happen, which it happens, and it's an honest mistake, you know, sometimes, but the last thing I want to happen is that my team investment get caught up and they can't get it back. They can't make any money off of it. And so what did I do when things started, you know, beginning to change and everything? I said, hey guys, I'm pulling my money out. You can leave yours in if you want to, but I'm pulling mine out, you know, and here's why. I gave them the opportunity to take theirs out if they wanted to. So we all took it out, but like he said, we did regret it because I mean the company was just growing.
Still to this day, I regret it because, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to add extra work into the thing, but understanding the power of compounding. This video wouldn't even be needed if everybody understood the power of compounding.
That's true. So go ahead and break it. You're real good with that.
Well, compounding is, say you put $100 in and you got 10%. So now that next week you're getting $10 off of that 100. You know what I mean? But now that's going to change the week after that because now you got $110. So you might get $11 on that. So now that $100 went from 110 out to 121, but it just keeps multiplying up off of that one investment. But the more you keep putting into it on that cycle, because long as you got that cycle, that's going to let you put in it, it's going to keep compounding. You got to just get to the point, you got to really understand the benefit of this stuff. And really what you got to do, to be honest, if you're serious, is say, hey, I'm going to put 10% of my check into this vehicle
every week,
every
time I get
regardless of what it's doing.
That's true.
Then you believe in compound. You believe in compounding, and you totally understand it. And when you see a good vehicle that compound, it ain't, you really don't got to say too much. You just saying, hey, this compounds and this the interest rate, and that's what you totally understand it. And that's right there. If she says something, this compounds, I'll be like, what we put in it. I don't even question it because I know the power of it.
Absolutely.
And it's something that you just got to get on the other side of it, because the reverse side of it is like our car notes and everything that you paying interest on. You get what I'm saying? That's where you buying into the compound, but you're on the wrong side of the fence.
Right.
You paying into it instead of getting paid into it. So when you can get on that other side, I mean,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, man, I would love to compound my money because I got thousands of dollars right now in the bank account and I don't make anything from it. We've all been there.
Well, my 401k compounded only 2%.
2%.
Yeah, and it fluctuates. So that's telling you over the year. But then, or if you move it, you got to take a lot of risk moving it around, which I don't have that much experience in. And that's why with this company, they invest in for you with the knowledge and the results, and they hitting 6%. That's insane.
I was actually told that they're about to do away with the 401k because even the owner of the 401k said that, you know, things aren't the same anymore and he just don't feel like it's even worth it. I was like, wow, that's pretty powerful. You know, the creator, I shouldn't say the owner, the creator of the 401k. So I want to shift gears just a little bit here because again, I know, I do know Lorina personally, and I know that she, you know, met Jay or whatever and took him under her wing, just like he's saying, you know, and began to teach him these things. And so I want to just ask Jay to just speak on when you saw Lorina. How did you feel when you saw her make that? What was it, Lorina? In 1 month?
23,000.
Whoa, you said 23,000?
Was the total. Yeah, 23 and some change.
Wow, $23,000, guys. How did you feel about that, Jay? Because I know you probably like, man, no way she made that. But I know you sat right there and you saw it before your eyes. So how did you feel about that when you saw that?
Yo, it was real crazy because when I first saw it, you know, when it happened, I was looking like, okay. She was like, okay, bing, I just got another payment. And so she showed me it was like $2,000. That was for 1 day. And I was like, no, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. And then the next day, it just so happened to be like $4,000. I was like, yo. Then it happened to be $10,000 in 1 hour. So I was like, yo, put me on. Where I sign up at?
Yes. Take my money. I feel you, Jay.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like I've been on it since then. Since I saw that, you know what I'm saying, in a matter of a couple of hours that she was able to bring in that kind of money just from, doing the Bitcoin thing and marketing herself the right way. I was like, yo, like I gotta be a part of that because that's real major. Nice. And so I've been on the train ever since.
It's very major. And now for people that ain't familiar with Bitcoin, I ain't no expert or nothing like that, but I know this. One night when, again, wife pillow talk, it be going, they be going. So I bought into some of the currencies that night. And now that already doubled it just as well. But if you can get up and go buy $1 and it make money,
right?
You can't even buy $1 and make money,
right?
But you can buy this currency and it appreciates.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So you can't go buy $1 with $1, but you can buy a Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin people keep buying them, which is called volume. Then more volume means more demand, and it go up. I remember when they first started talking about this stuff, I just like, they ain't gonna let that happen. That's when Bitcoin was like $30. How much is a Bitcoin today? Just one Bitcoin.
What is it, about
45,000 is definitely over $4,000.
Yeah.
Now I seen that joker when it was 30-something bucks, but I was like, government ain't gonna let that happen. But the funny thing about that is it's not government regulated because it's a worldwide currency. Mm-hmm. So the government ain't ruling that. And that's what it's like, man.
So bottom line, what he's saying is, had he took action like Jay did when he saw Lorina make that money, action and bought it for the $30, no telling where
how much I could
we
have
might be. You know, if he had bought a few. I mean,
5,000. If I use that 5,000 and listen.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but he didn't take action. So
that's the problem. That's the problem with most people. They don't take action. They hear about something, they watch it, they say, oh, that was nice. And then they go back to their regularly scheduled program of their regular hustle and bustle, one income stream, broke, busted, and disgusted, complaining and tired, you know, and they don't take the action. Like there was someone, as a matter of fact, I showed them Bitcoin when it was like $1,400, you know, and they did absolutely nothing. They were like, oh, people talking about Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin today. Next year it's gonna be something else.
Right.
2 months later, and 2 months later, this very same person, they are straight up gun ho about Bitcoin, like making money. They bought several cryptocurrencies because another friend of ours they watched who brought Bitcoin to them when Bitcoin was like $800. This person has made 250 Bitcoin in a year, and Bitcoin is now over $4,000. Like this person is sitting on $1 million in a year because they took action and started in a Bitcoin opportunity just like this, and they started team building. It's how they got up to so many Bitcoin. But of course, everybody isn't gonna make $1 million Bitcoin, $1 million in Bitcoin. Everybody's not gonna get 250 Bitcoin. But what if you just had 20 at $4,000? Right. 10 at $4,000. I think that'll change a whole lot of people's situation. So the biggest problem is not taking action. You can't hear about something and just say, oh, that was nice. Guys, go do a little bit of research. You know, go look it up. If you don't want to take our word for it, just go Google it. Look it up. Do a little bit of research on your own. And then once you see that we're not out here trying to scam you and Bitcoin is not some big hoax, okay, then let's talk. Go ahead, take action. You know, that's as simple as it is, because not taking action can definitely cost you money. It cost me money. I didn't get in the Bitcoin game when I first saw it. You know, it had to go up a couple $100 before I actually, like I sat a whole month. When when Nikki sent me that opportunity, I was like, okay, didn't even look at it. It was almost a month, 3 weeks maybe later before I did anything. And Bitcoin had already rose about $400.
Right.
You know? So that cost me money just sitting 3 weeks with no interaction.
Right, just sitting there twirling your finger, twirling your thumb like I was doing over there, watching both of y'all make all that money. I'm kicking myself in the butt right now.
I think the most simplest thing a person could do is just go and purchase a percentage of some Bitcoin and just watch how it sit there and appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Right, but can you show them the power of the compound through that with that calculator you got?
Sure.
And see, now, not only is you buying a suitcase, these people take those investments, invest in real estate, buying businesses that not set up right and get them up to par, and then take them back to the market, which is called acquisitions. You're not investing in just a suitcase. That suitcase is involved in a big game, money game.
Absolutely.
This stuff that right here is just profound.
And a suitcase, I know a lot of people like, I don't want a suitcase. I got plenty of suitcases. It's not a real suitcase, guys. All right, so let's just make sure we know that. We call it suitcase, but it's actually a package. All right, can you all see my screen?
Yep, we can see it.
So, okay, so you can see the calculator, right?
Yep.
All right, guys, so we're just gonna put things in perspective here as we come to a closing. I know it's almost 8 o'clock. I didn't want to hold you guys over an hour, so we'll try to make this quick. But I do want to share with you guys, because he did bring up a great point, you know, just showing you all what type of money you could actually make. So if you decided to come in with, let's say, 1 blue, let's just say 2 blues, just to make it easy. Now, 2430, this is a euro symbol. So if you do the math on that, 2430 to USD, I'm just gonna euro to USD. That is equivalent to almost $3,000 in US dollars. Okay, So your 2430, if you're in the US, would actually be almost 3,000 bucks. All right. So anyway, 2430 plus 2430 is gonna be 4860. That's a starting investment. And if you guys want this calculator, you could just go to calculator.wepayEveryweek.com. All right, and you can play around with this and just see what type of investments you will make. And I just like to kind of put it at 3 years, so that'll be 156 weeks. And then after the first year, I plan to, and I've been telling my team, you know, after a year, I know some of you guys are gonna want to go ahead and start pulling out. Let's just pull out about 50% of your weekly earnings and invest the rest. That way your money can continue to compound. All right, so we'll say 50% out starting with the 53rd week, which is, you know, first week of the second year. All right, so let's just see how much you can make if you decided to put in, let's say $6,000. We'll just go ahead and round it off. So that's two blues, that's $6,000. Okay. Let's scroll down. Is it not gonna scroll for me?
Did you hit the calculate button after you changed that to?
I don't think I did. Let me do it over. 50%. Nothing right there. 4. Okay. Now calculate. All right, guys, and remember that this is just totally estimates, all right? And so we put it on 5.2% because we hang around in that area of 5% typically. But we do go, you know, much higher, and we seldomly go lower than that. So with your investment of almost 5,000 euros, after the 53rd, after the first year, you can see that you will have made 13,000 bucks. $13,000 off your $5,000 investment. Now, when you decide to pull out, you know, half of your weekly earning, you're now pulling out, what's that, $266.43. So if you add this up here, let's just say that's about 250, that's 500, 1,000. It's gonna be like about 2,000 right there after you add up that little change. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And you keep adding it up here. You know, you can do the exact math. You know, my math is a little off since I haven't been in school for a while. But that's all right because I still know how to make money. Hello.
I know that's right.
That's all they can. So you money and make that money.
Exactly, girl. That's how we do it. And so as you can see, you're still investing in your packages because you make 39 here, and then you make this 44, and then you're gonna take the 90 euros that you made and you're gonna reinvest it, and it just keeps bringing your income up, guys. So if you look here, you see the income just continues to increase, and by the time you end up at 3 years, you've made over $35,000 out of just $5,000.
$5,000 investment.
$5,000 investment. Wow. So, you know, if you have that type of money, just, you know, if you got like 40 grand in the bank account, or, you know, 20 grand, or if you got 10 grand and you know what I'm saying? Like you just not afraid, and you're like, man, I need to make some money from my money. Like I'm sick of just sitting here and not making any type of profit on my money just sitting in the bank. I can't do anything with it. Then when I go out of town, you know, it gets frozen. My account gets frozen because I took out $300 and they're not used to me being in Bahamas or wherever I'm at. Then you gotta put your money somewhere else. You can no longer continue to allow the bank to control you, the government to control you. That's the beautiful thing about these cryptocurrencies, is that the government has no hand in this. they're trying to get a hand in it. You know, I recently read where Coinbase, we won, you know. So guys, you gotta take action. You gotta decide, make a decision that I'm no longer gonna be, you know, I'm no longer gonna let these people just hold my money and choose what I could do with my money, you know, or whatever. You know, we've all experienced that where the money has gotten blocked. You know, we could have made a $2,000 or $3,000 payment because it looked odd. It's my money. Who cares? Give it to them. I got insurance on it. You're gonna cover it if somebody stole my money. You know, but you don't have those issues with cryptocurrencies and things like that. So, you know, again, if you are that person and you're ready to take some action, you're watching this video, perhaps Lorina brought you to it, you know, or maybe Jay told you about this, or maybe my husband BJ, also known as Bobby Terry, told you about it. Get back with them after this video and tell them, hey, you know, that stuff sounded interesting, what you guys are talking about. I never heard of such thing where I could compound my money and make a sort of a return on my investment like this. How can I be a part of something like this? And I guarantee you all these beautiful smiles on this panel will be more than happy to help you with it. And he stepped out for a minute. He was finishing up our kitchen, but we're just excited, guys. You know, everybody on this panel is making money. Did anybody not get paid this past Friday?
I got paid.
It's been coming for me consistently.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We all got paid this Friday. Everybody that you see on this panel, and some of our team couldn't make it because they had prior engagements, but everybody that decided to take action and put money into this company, they got paid last Friday. Absolutely. And guess what? They're going to get paid again this Friday, and the next Friday, and the next Friday, and the next Friday. You know, that's because they decided to take action. And the beautiful thing is, at any point that you decide, you know what, this compounding is great, I've enjoyed it, you know, I've been investing my money, I'm going to pull all my money back out. You could take your money out at any given time. There's no contract, no anything. You could pull your money back out the same way you put it in. So guys, just simply take action. You know, scared money don't make no money.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And before we close out, I want to give everybody an opportunity. If you all have any closing words you'd like to say, go ahead and hook that right on up.
I would just say, you know, guys, Bitcoin is real. Cryptocurrency is real. Do your research. Not only that, do your research on your own currency. If you're in the U.S., do a little research on the U.S. dollar. Take a look at how that started, how it became. You know, the dollar used to be backed by gold. It's no longer backed by gold, you know, so pretty much it's just paper that we print. You know, take a look, you know, at the research of your own currency and take a look as well at the direction of it. I was reading an article just this morning that another friend sent me about how different governments were trying to, you know, remove the US dollar as like one of the top currencies with something else called, what's it called? I don't want to quote it wrong. I'm going to see if I can find it before this ends and I'll tell you what it was. But, you know, that really piqued my interest because I realized that, you know, we have a deficit, and I realized that, you know, there's big business between countries, import, export, you know, and we owe money for things and so forth. And at the end of the day, business is business. People want their money. And that when you start looking at things like the US dollar isn't appreciating, it's depreciating, then it kind of makes sense to start shifting your currency into currency that is appreciating. You know, that's just common simple math. You know, 1 + 1 = 2. If I can take one of my US dollars and put it over here and turn it into more US dollars if I want to pull it out or into something, it makes sense. We want to multiply. We want to grow it. We don't want to go into negative. So guys, do a little bit of research on currency and how it began and the direction of it now. And, you know, whatever makes sense for your pocket, I would say take action on it. And I'm pretty sure you will find cryptocurrency just makes sense. Just makes sense. So get involved, take action. I'm sure somewhere around this video, you'll find a link, a button, something. Take action. Make it happen. Don't sit on the sidelines and be upset, because I promise you, you probably will if you don't take action. You'll be upset with yourself later. So don't do it to yourself. Just do yourself a favor, do your research, and take action, folks. That's all I wanted to say.
Good stuff.
Because I made my decision, period. I've already done that.
I'm definitely happy with my decision as well. I feel like I got a piece of, you know, independence just by dealing with cryptocurrency, basically cutting out the middleman, you know. I don't have to pay no taxes to anybody. It's like having Bitcoin is like basically being your own bank, and that's where your independence comes. So definitely take action on that.
That's a great point. Yeah, taxes is a big thing here in the U.S. That's a great, very good point.
Yeah, and of course, you know, they're trying to get their hands on anything that's lucrative, guys. Pay attention. The government trying to get a piece and a cut, but as of right now, it's deregulated. So I say make moves, acquire as much as you possibly can. I mean, really, it just makes sense. It's worth more than gold right now. You know, worth more than gold. Why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Well, it'll never go away, for one. And then, like you say, once you do your research and you understand the volume of it, you know, how many, man, they moving this stuff like crazy. And to just go out there, when we work it to receive $1. And so you got to understand, when you're giving your time and to get that regular paycheck that's based on the old currency, the old ways, I mean, I'm sure everybody on here is adult. So, I mean, you see how this stuff go up every year. You ain't paying the same prices for stuff. So when you got the same job to try to buy the stuff that keeps appreciating and costing more, taxes going up on the houses, gas going up.
Inflation.
Shoes, you got to go buy your kids stuff. But I swear to God, I would love to buy a pair of shoes with a Bitcoin, because I know I probably put $5,000 in there, but it'd be worth 12. So I would love to buy them shoes with that Bitcoin instead of have to go buy it with that dollar, because that dollar got my hours trapped up in it. And
Right.
so you got to understand the exchange that you gain just as well with putting your money into something that appreciates. Even, you know, like I said, that's why I got into real estate. That's an appreciating game just as well. Anything you get into that appreciates, you know, that you buy it today and is worth more later, that's what you should be doing. That's what you're going to have to do.
Absolutely.
Assets. And that's another thing, you know, on probably another video, what really got us going. We was playing a game from Rich Dad Poor Dad called Cash Flow.
Cash flow.
Yeah, I was whooping him.
Unlike you did in dominoes.
Yes,
you don't be treating your competitors like that, do you?
I was until she learned it. But she learned it though. She came in there and said, I got to get some assets and I got to do this. But you
fight back.
No, she can't fight back real rough, because we played that game. I'm whooping her, but she took it and bought it into real life.
Oh yeah.
And put that on me, like, and she came with this business that was not in my asset column, and I was breaking the rules, playing real life, totally different than I was playing the cash flow game. And she brought that to my attention, and I said, "You right, honey. Banks, you right, you right." And I advise anybody though, before you start doing something new, just tell yourself. Don't get to telling everybody else, because everybody you know ain't ready to grow at the same time. Exactly. And if you think about, even if you told them you're gonna make a chocolate cake and they like, nah, I like vanilla and I like that, that's already letting you know that sharing an idea sometimes just ain't a smart thing to do sometimes. Yeah. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, do I want to do better for myself, and do I think this work? And take that risk. So even if it's something don't work, at least you tried, you gained experience, and you don't got a whole committee of people saying, that didn't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is the perfect opportunity that, you know, you could get yourself involved in, put your own set of coins in, and not have to tell a soul, and you could make profit every week on the low line.
Yeah. On the low.
Yes.
And when you profit, then you tell them what you did, not what you gonna do.
Absolutely.
It's a whole different conversation. Say, wow, look at this. Because everybody that know me, I know a lot of people know me. I've been working at Harley Davidson almost 20 years.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So bottom line, guys, is, you know, we're not telling you to quit your job right now, today, but we are telling you to get wise, you know, let your money start working for you, and stop working for money all the time. You know, like I said, just continue working your job, but as BJ said, put 10% to the side, 15%, heck, 20%, you know what I'm saying? If you got the tenacity, right, to get it done. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. You are your biggest cheerleader. You know, nobody gonna go hard for you like you go hard for you. So you gotta decide within yourself, you know what, I'm gonna do this. Even if I put the minimum in, even if I buy a white suitcase, I know I'm gonna make profit every week. And I know by the end of this year, I'll make at least double my profit. I'm gonna make this investment. And then you gotta say also is, you know what, even if I don't make a dime, even if I lose my money, at least I tried. And at least I know that that doesn't work anymore. But if you continue to sit back and twirl your thumb and like, I wonder how much Jay made this week. He didn't say anything. Did he make any money this? You know, don't sit around and wonder how much everybody else is making. Get in, take action for you. Because whether I make money this week or not, it does not feed you. It will not put food on your plate. So don't worry about how much I make. Put your money in, make a decision, and get paid just like we are every Friday, like clockwork.
Yep. On time, every time.
But clearly let them know that it is your investment in yourself. It's not like you're buying a suitcase from Falecia or Lo or from Jay or from anybody. You buying your own. It's yours.
Exactly. Yes. You are investing in
yourself. So understand that the most, that you're not buying nothing from somebody. You're buying it for yourself.
Absolutely. So again, take action, guys. Click on the link below this video, on the side of this video, above this video, wherever the link may be. If you don't see a link below this video, anywhere around this video, get back to the magnificent, very thoughtful person who sent this video to you and say, man, how do I get started? Let's sign me up right now. Take my money. Please, I will not take no for an answer.
Absolutely.
Get with us today, guys, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a wonderful, very awesome evening.
Yes. Bye, y'all. Take action.
All right.